Society, we'd like you to welcome this year's production of Trouble on the Double, written by Tracy Sellers and directed by Kristen Bringers. Now, before we get started, we have just a couple of requests. First, cell phones. If you have one, we ask that you turn it off or silence it, or toss it in the garbage, whatever necessary to keep it quiet. And second, crying children. We ask that you do the same. It helps others be able to hear the actors up on stage better. So, we want you to relax, enjoy the show, laugh. Because if you don't laugh, you don't leave. Now first, we're going to have a flag ceremony by members of the cast. And then we'll have a pre-show by Josh Baird and Abby Walls.
Please rise for the presentation of colors. Please remove any hats. Color guard attention. Color guard advance. Color guard present the colors. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard retrieve the colors. Two. Color guard dismissed. The audience may be seated.
Can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
All my life has been a series of doors in my face. And then suddenly I bump into you.
I was thinking the same thing, cause I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
But with you,
I found my place.
I see your face.
And it's nothing like I've ever known before. Love's an open door. Love's an open door. Love's an open door.
With you,
With you.
with you,
With you. Love's an open door. I mean, it's crazy.
What?
We finish each other's.
Sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna
I
say.
never met someone
Who thinks so much like me? Jinx! Jinx again! Our mental synchronization can't have but one explanation. You
And I
were
just
meant to be.
say goodbye.
Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Life could be so much more.
With you,
With you.
with you,
With you. Love is an open door. Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something even crazier? Yes!
trouble quick and take your shot or else you'll sing the blues. Oh, we've got trouble on the double. It's coming fast, I don't know what we'll do. Yes, we've got trouble on the double. I guess we'll have to help each other through. Yes, we've got trouble on the double. I guess we'll have to help each other through.
That bread turned out mighty tasty, wife.
Oh, I know it's not much. Bread and milk for supper again, but it's all our grocery budget could afford.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear no complaining here, Mom. Your bread's the best in the town.
I love your bread, Mom.
It's so soft and good.
I like it best. I like it better.
I want to make bread just like you, Mom.
Then with fresh milk from Bessie, it makes a right proper supper, I think.
And the garden's coming in nicely, Mom. In not too long, we'll be sitting down to a meal of creamed peas and new potatoes just as soon as they're ready to dig.
Potatoes.
So thank you all for keeping your hopes bright. I know it's been hard with bottled goods running out. I guess it's just the blessing of having one more mouth to feed. Little Thomas is such a joy.
Verla.
All right, Bossy. Let me take them, Mother, so you can eat.
Oh, thank you so much, Verla. I've only had one working hand all day.
You're a mighty good woman, feeding this crew on what you do. I know it's been short this month, even though I've had horses to shoe and to spare. It's just that times are hard, not just for us, but for everybody. And the farmer's got to have shoes on his horse before he can plow his field or plant his crops, but it's not until the harvest that the money comes in. And you know, I can't ask people to pay until there's something to pay with.
Of course not, dear. I just wish there was something more we could do.
Well, there may be something. I just need a chance for you and I to talk it over.
Short time, everyone. Amy, Lou, and Alita, get the table cleared up. Phyllis, you're on dish duty. The boys will get the stocking and fed tonight, Father, and Viola and I will get the milking done.
Well, who died and put you in charge? I'd like to know.
Come on, Viola. The last one to the milking shed gets the gimpy stool.
Well, it looks like he's off to sleep for a minute anyway. That'll give me a chance to get Alma's mittens finished before he has to go out in the cold again. All right. I'm all ears, Orland. Tell me what you have in mind to bring in a little extra money.
Well,
Yes?
well, it's just that I'm not sure you're gonna like it.
Well, how am I going to know if I like it or not if I don't know what it is?
All right. I talked with Mayor Middleton today.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, now hear me out. The town's in sore need of a marshal, and they're willing to pay.
Pay? It's hardly worth $75 a month knowing your husband's life is on the line every time he walks out the door.
Now, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. Maine is one of the safest places in Wyoming. It's not like we're in Rock Springs with a bunch of rowdy miners or up in Jackson with those outlaws.
Oh, that doesn't mean they won't come down for a friendly visit to Dad's bar. You know that as well as I do.
All right. I know you think Marshalling's dangerous, but the truth is, Thane is one of the safest places in the state. Why, Mayor Middleton assured me that never once in the history of Thane has the town marshal ever had to discharge his weapon in the line of duty. And it's not $75 a month they're offering, it's $275 every month.
You don't say.
I do say, but, well, Mayor Middleton says, and the town council put it to a vote, and they want me to take the job.
Oh, Orland. Oh, think what an extra $275 a month could do for us. Oh, but what about you, Orland? What would I do if you were hurt? Or worse, killed?
Now, I think just a squabble now and then is about all we'll have to deal with when I'm
You can't promise that.
Well, no, but it's never happened before, and I don't see any reason to think that it will.
I suppose you're right, but
Well, no buts. This is a gift from the Lord to help us with our needs, and I feel I should take the job.
all right. I will try to set my fears aside.
That's right. That $275 is more than fair, and it will help us out a great deal.
It will help. Now, if we could just figure out what to do about the $85 for the farm mortgage every month, why, we'd be out of red.
Well,
Yes? Yes?
Well,
Mercy, man! Out with it! Oh,
well, it's just that I'm not sure you're gonna
like it. I get it. But how am I going to know if I like it or not if you won't tell me what it is? We've been over this.
All right. Well, you know how you've been cleaning the church every week for some extra money?
Yes?
Well, Mayor Middleton has offered you the schoolhouse every afternoon to clean, and it will bring in the extra that we need.
Oh, that would work all right. If I could just grow 2 extra arms.
Well, here, let me hold little Thomas.
Thank you. Oh, I'd do it, Orland. I'd do it in a minute. If I could just have the hands to spare.
Oh, Mom, you can use my hands.
Of course, Mom, we got hands to spare.
Like these.
My hands can help. I clean all the time here. I can certainly clean the schoolhouse. Hi, Papa. Door 2 in, we can clean the schoolhouse just as well as the church by Guthrie. That's right, we certainly can.
My hands are ready to work. We do anything for you, Mom.
Oh, you're such wonderful children. We can do this if we'll work together.
My hands aren't very big, but I'm sure there's some job they can do.
That's right, Amy Lou. We'll find a job just your size.
As we count our many blessings, a hearth, a home, a wife, and all the extra mouths to feed that come into our life, I marvel at the good Lord's wisdom. His design shows that he knew, for with every extra mouth he sent, not one helping hand, but 2. Many hands will see us through. Many hands will do the work we have to do. Father, mother, sister, brother, we all will do our share. For many hands lighten the load and show how much we care. Many hands will see us through. Many hands will do the work we have to do. Father, mother, sister, brother, we all will do our share. For many hands lighten the load and show how much we care.
As mayor of Town of Dane, I'd like to thank you, Orland, for accepting the position of marshal.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I'll do my best.
I know that of you, Orland. You never do anything halfway.
Uh-huh.
But I'm sure that this job will not require much effort at all.
Uh-huh.
In fact, there's really nothing that ever goes on around here.
I'll say, why the most newsworthy thing that's happened all year was the White's cow that was born with 8 extra teats.
Or possibly, do you think, no, Lola Wright's bunion surgery isn't near as fun.
I think you're right. It's pretty quiet around here.
Yeah.
Quiet. I'll say it's quiet. It's quieter than a butterfly landing on a Q-tip.
So quiet? That's a darn shame.
You know, it just about gets to the point you want to make something up.
In a little town like this one, there's not much going on. All the hard work that we tend to can make the day seem long.
When I hear a little something unusual and new, it brightens up my day, and so I'll pass it on to you. Oh, what's all the buzz? Oh, what's all the buzz? What's my neighbor saying that my other neighbor does? What's all the buzz? Oh, what's all the buzz? Each time it's repeated, it gets better than it was.
I'm sure all of you remember when Myrtle sprained her knee, and how all of us helped pitch in to help her family. We had heard that she was injured
By a pig.
A horse.
a bear.
I was? I was!
She was so close to her grave, we'd surely see her there.
Oh, what's all the buzz? Oh, what's all the buzz? What's my neighbor saying that my other neighbor does? What's all the buzz? Oh, what's all the buzz? Each time it's repeated, it gets better than it was. Each time it's repeated, it gets better than it was.
Ooh, I wonder if there's any bubble gum.
I think it's time for you to leave town. Right now. If I ever see you around these parts again, I'm trying to lock you up and lose the key.
Whoa, Bob, imagine that happening in this little town.
Uh-huh. Mother!
Well, some squabbles will happen from time to time, but I'm thinking that's about as exciting as it can get while I'm Marshal.
And then Marshall told him to get out of town and never come back.
Isn't this exciting? The most exciting thing that's happened all year.
Exciting! I'll say it's exciting. This is the kind of story that doesn't need dressing up.
So did you say it happened right over here?
Uh-huh.
This ruffian, how tall was he?
This tall.
Heavens to Betsy! He was huge!
Practically a giant.
Goodness gracious me! And how big was he?
This big. I mean, this big.
That big? Why, this man was a burly gorilla!
Twink horse. Yeehaw! A whoopee cushion. And look at this. A dead mouse. Okay, what's that?
How did cleaning the schoolhouse go today, Berla?
Oh, well enough, I suppose. There must have been some kind of spitball war in the primer class, though. I found nigh onto 1,000.
I wouldn't be too sure they all came from the primer kids. What's that supposed to mean? You ain't got nothing on me. Let's see your pockets. Empty. Undeniable proof. It's empty. The other one. It's empty.
Now, boys. Are you washed up for dinner? Oh, that was very good, Albert. Have a seat.
You go first.
Okay. Come sit down. Yes. I don't think so. Go watch. Well, children, hurry up and get settled. Your father will be here any minute. Oh, and here's your tea, Phyllis. Just sip it slow.
Thank you so much, Ma. You always know how to make me feel better.
Hello, wife. This here's Elmo Warren. He's gonna help us get the hay in this fall while I'm on duty.
Well,
And I've asked him to supper.
wonderful. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Warren. We sure appreciate the help.
My pleasure, ma'am. It's nice to meet you. Where can I wash up?
Just behind you.
There's a seat here, Mr. Warren. By me.
Our Father in heaven. We thank thee for thy bounty, and ask thee to bless it. Amen.
Amen.
Rolls, Mr. Warren?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Pass the salt. Pass the salt. Please. Please.
Tell us more about yourself, Mr. Warren.
Well,
Here, Ma, let me take Thomas.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my, where are my manners? Mr. Warren, this is my daughter, Verla. And to your right is my son, Alma. And this is Leland, Ralph, and Olita. Little Phyllis is not feeling very well, and Verla has Thomas, my youngest.
what a sweetie.
Well, it's plain to see that you like babies. Please, tell us more about yourself.
Well, my colony's placed out on Freedom Line, and we all help work it. It's basically the only thing I've ever done. But after graduation, I plan on joining the armed services.
There's trouble overseas. You could find yourself in the middle of a war before long.
The way I have it figured is I'd rather join up now than having it go on my record that they had to drag me into the draft to serve.
Being a soldier sounds dangerous and brave.
Verla.
There's milking to do, Berla.
Yes, Pa.
We'll see to the spot, Papa.
Well, I best be getting back to work myself.
I'll
Thanks
be
for
right
meet
the
behind you. Soon.
I'll meet you out in the North 40 when
No,
I'm
I
done.
don't.
Alright.
Ralph, Phyllis isn't feeling very well this evening. Would you mind getting this table cleared up?
Yes, Mom, I want it.
Thanks, little brother.
Olita, will you get out another setting for Viola and Amy Lou? I wonder what's keeping them tonight.
Yes, Mom. One for Viola and one for Amy Lou.
And one for Mr. Warren.
Mr.
But
Warren.
he just left.
The other Mr. Warren. I have his brother working for me, too. He's due here any minute.
Very good. One more dish then, Olita.
May I be excused, Mom?
Yes, you may. All right, and you scoot along to bed too, Phyllis. I'll be in to check on you in just a minute.
Mr. Warren, this is my wife and my daughters, Viola and Amy Lou.
Oh! Ah! It's quite a grip you got there, Missy. And it sure is nice to meet you.
Well, if you turn a girl loose, you might get her to rustling up some victuals.
Oh, yes.
Well, we'll meet out in the North 40 when you're done setting those posts, or digging those post holes.
Oh, well, the holes are dug and the posts are set, Mr. White.
Well, that's moving right along.
Well, no use letting grass grow under your feet. That's what my pa always said.
Well, it sounds like you're having an excellent first day on the job, Mr. Warren.
It just keeps getting better and better.
Well, I bet a nice fat slice of my homemade pie couldn't hurt your day. Working as hard as that builds up an appetite in a man.
A perfect ending to a perfect day.
Did you get in for supper in time to meet the new farmhand, Viola?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
Well, what'd you think of him?
What did I think of him? Who wants to know?
Nobody, I guess. He just seemed, real nice.
Yes, he sure did. Mr. Warren.
He was a real dreamboat, wouldn't you say?
What are you implying?
Nothing.
Nothing? My foot. I would sure say he enjoyed my company and the pie that I made him.
Well, I would say he sure enjoys babies and the company that comes along with those. Little Thomas, I mean. And myself, I mean. Golly, I think he'd like a girl who knows how to take care of little ones.
You like him. That's as plain as the nose on my face.
Well, what's clear to me is that he's going to have to choose between us.
Oh, you know, for all that I've been thinking, and I know that you'll soon see, there are certain things a young man wants his future wife to be. She'll be handy with the skillet, she'll keep his chicken fried, she'll say right out just what she thinks and work hard by his side. What a man really wants
Is what?
what a man really wants.
Says who?
I know what a man really wants.
You do?
What a man really wants. What a man really wants.
Not true.
What this man wants he cannot get from you.
Well, I've also done some thinking, and I think you'll see it's true. There are certain things a young man wants his future wife to do. She'll look soft and sweet and pretty, and her arms will hold him tight. She'll love and tend their babies and keep him warm at night. What a man really wants.
What?
What a man really wants.
Says who?
I know what a man really wants.
You do.
What a man really wants. What a man really wants.
Not true.
What this man wants he cannot get from you. What this man wants he cannot get from you.
about that big brawl you broke over here at Dad's bar with those huge crowd of giant ruffians, so big they even broke the stamp sign over there.
Huge crowd, giant ruffians?
Now, Mayor, stamp sign notwithstanding, I think a few things may have gotten exaggerated.
In any case, I feel this job may be bigger than one man can handle. So I've decided to get you a little help.
Help? Well, what kind of help?
Well, you know, a man can use an assistant from time to time. You know, like one of your farm hands or a son, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Alma here is like my right arm.
Exactly. Someone like Alma.
Well, I guess a little extra help can come in handy.
Yep. Hell can't be too careful.
Yeah. That's why I have decided to appoint you a deputy, Marshal. This here's Bud Bragger, your new deputy.
That's brigadier. It's French for tough.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Be nice working with you.
Yep. I'm thinking this town is in doubly good hands now, wouldn't you say so, Marshal?
I'm sure we'll do our best.
Yeah. I'm thinking any criminals come our way, they'll take one look at old Trusty here and just keep on going.
That's right.
Now, the marshals of Thane have never had to discharge their weapon in the line of duty, and why, that's a tradition I'd like to maintain.
Yeah, me and old Trusty, we're your new right-hand man.
Well, Mayor, I guess I owe you some thanks.
Just so. Carry on.
Well, there's not much to do in this job, but we can start by doing some rounds.
Old Trusty and I are right behind you.
I think he likes you. I've always wanted to date a Frenchman.
So, what's the thing about you? Like my big sister. Yeah. Are you gonna marry her? And have lots of babies? My mom got lots of babies. Getting married is for the birds. I'd take a scoop of ice cream over a girl any day. Huckleberry from the creamery.
What's all this?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry. My brothers were just having some fun with Elmer here. They didn't mean anything by it.
I wouldn't let anyone say something bad about your sister.
Oh, you wouldn't? Why's that? Got plans to marry her yourself? Have ya?
My plan is to join the army. But
But Stella doesn't mind having a sweetheart to miss it. Or to kiss it. So yuck.
Seems to me like you're getting ideas about moving in on my girl.
seems to me that you're the one getting ideas about moving in on my girl.
Well, truth be told, I'm not moving on anything. I haven't seen her since we finished the harvest, and with the snow coming, I won't be able to come into town for months.
Yeah, the snow makes it darn near impossible for a buggy, and you can't use a sleigh until the snowpack's down hard. Maybe by the end of January, at best. Perhaps with the cutter races.
Sometimes I imagine what I would do if I did see her, but then I just picture that spunky, cute face.
You mean that soft, lovely face?
I mean, when I picture her face, I just know she'd have something snappy to say.
You mean something sweet and kind to say?
I mean that when she did say something, I would know what to say back, you know?
Well, if it's advice on getting women you need, you come to the right place.
I've got my own ideas about catching a gal.
Now first, you want to give him a little wave like this.
Ew, yuck!
Follow that up with a little wave like this.
Double yuck! Crap, getting married? Girls are for the birds. You know, any one of them. I'd trade any of my sisters for a nice slice of pie. If it weren't for your sisters, there would be no pie.
And that would be a real shame because of how good a piece of pie was that she gave me.
Well, no pie could be as sweet as the look she gave me.
A look? I like a girl soft and sweet,
He likes a girl soft and sweet,
one with a spunky, sassy streak.
one with a spunky, sassy streak.
She gave me a look that can't be beat. Then she picked me up my favorite treat. May the best man win. May the best man win. May the best man win. I'll show her what strong arms can do.
He'll show us strong arms can do.
My uncle do some showing too.
His uncle do some showing too.
I'll prove to her that my love is true. You do that while we cuddle and coo. May the best man win. May the best man win.
May the best man win.
May the best man win.
Temperature's sure dropping out there, wife. I think there's gonna be a blizzard on before morning.
Oh my, I'm sure feeling blessed with this warm home to shelter us.
It sure is a lot better than the one we had first.
Oh my, yes.
What was that home like?
Oh, I'll never forget it. We rode all day in the buggy to get to it in Alpine, and the rain ruined my new pink hat. When we got there, it was the size of a tent, and it was made of nothing more than scrap wood. There was barely enough room to get the bed and the stove in. The wind whistled right through it.
Oh, Mom, what did you do?
Well, it's not easy, but sometimes you just have to make do with what you've got.
It was not very warm either. I remember Laura had to sit in front of the wood stove with the door open and her feet up on it. Berta was just born. She had to hold Berta like that at night to keep her warm enough. But it got us by until we could afford something better.
Wow, this house seems really great compared to the last one. Right by the creamery. Only a couple blocks away from the church and the skew. I can spit on them from here.
How many horses did you have to shoe to get the new place, Pa?
Oh, a great many. But one thing we were always blessed with is more than enough work to do.
Well, I want to live here forever. It's warm. And the food's good too.
Well, that's thanks
cleaning the schoolhouse. How's that going, by the way? Amy Lou, did we find a job that's just right for your little hands?
Pa, it's just fine. Yeah.
Amy Lou?
It's fine, Pa.
What's not fine about it, son?
Well, she would never complain, Pa, but you see, it's Amy Lou's job to scrape the gum off the bottom of those seats.
Okay, and?
And that loud's no good. Billy Scrappin'! I mean, Nellie Middleton hands out gum to everybody and shows them to stick it to the bench. On purpose. On purpose, Paul! Just to be mean to little Amy Lou because she found out that it was her job.
Her and her mother seem to know everything about everyone. And what's worse, they're not afraid to tell every living soul all your business.
Oh my, hush everyone. Here comes Nellie and Miss Middleton now.
There's some chores I need to do before the blizzard.
Oh, I bet there is. You hold it right there. Laura, I have the most exciting news. What's that, dear? There is to be a big cutter race down Main Street just as soon as it's completely iced over. Oh.
That's not news. They do that every year. I'm putting the runners on my chariot, too. Should be ready this week.
Well, if you'll just hear me out, I will pass along the next little tidbit I've picked up. You see, I just happened to be at the post office, and I knew that you wouldn't want to wait to get these. So I took the liberty of picking them up and bringing them over to you. Oh. Okay. But it seems that, Mr. Warren has something he'd like to tell both of you.
Oh, my stars and garters! Is there anything else we can get you, Mrs. Middleton?
Perhaps some of these warm rolls to keep you toasty on your walk back into town. Thank you for bringing the letters by. Let me know. Just let me see you out to the gate. It's no trouble at all, dear.
Oh my, Mother was brilliant. Boy, I'd like to let that woman know what I think. Should be Mrs. Middleton. Well, wouldn't you like to see what the letters say? Oh my, yes.
Dear Miss Diola,
Dear Miss Verla,
I'm going to be racing in the cutter races. I know I could win if you were there. It sure would be nice to see your spunky, cute face
soft, lovely face.
cheering me on. Sincerely, Mr. Warren.
That settles it. He's invited me, especially to see him race in the cutter races. Well, there must be some mistake. Because he's invited me, especially, to see him race in the cutter races.
if you're here.
Well, I wouldn't miss it. I made you a little something to keep you warm while you're racing.
Boy, howdy! Aren't you the sweetest thing?
What's the matter with you? Oh, nothing. I better let Ella know the race is about to start.
Nothing? Nothing my foot. Nothing but my feet.
Mr. Warren!
Howdy, ma'am. You must have got my note, I'm guessing.
You bet your britches. I figured a hot apple pie would keep you warm while you were racing.
Oh boy! You know what a man really wants, don't you? Hey everybody! Here comes the first heat! I know.
I never. Did you see him? I think so. Yeah, him who? I can't rightly be sure.
Well, here comes the next heat.
Oh, this one's Alma's round.
It's supposed to be Mr. Warren's round, but he just went. Mr. Warren, you say? Well, I'm sure I saw him that time. He had on the blue mittens. I'm waiting to see what they post on the leaderboard.
You will not believe. Don't tell anyone. But there seems that there is a little love war going on between the white girls.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can trust me not to say a word.
It's them Warren boys are in a genuine love war. And thanks to a little well-placed advice, I got an idea who's gonna win out there.
Hey, hey. Just a little good-natured rivalry, I'd say. Hey, everybody, the next heat's coming.
My folks let me out of school to see the races today. Uh-huh. And even stopped in the store to give me some gum. Uh-huh. And I know just where I'm gonna stick it. Hey, Milton, don't you dare! Oh, it's coming. We're screwed. I totally knew I'd bring it to the races, and I kind of remember feeling so sad. You know, about cleaning and stuff. I'm sorry, Pa.
I see. I see. Well, as marshal of the town thing, I hereby grant you permission to miss school today and to enjoy the cutter race.
Hey, everybody, the last heat's coming.
I'm sure you've noticed. And since old Trusty and I have been on the job, there ain't been a lick of trouble.
It has been quiet, that's for sure, bud.
Yeah. I'm thinking that any of them criminal type folk that come our way just take one look at me and old Trusty and skedaddle right on out of town.
Seems so.
You know, It seems to me that nobody would even dare make trouble in our town, Mayor. And if they did, you could count on old Trusty to take care of them lickety-split.
Seems like our town's in good hands.
See what's happening?
It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's nothing serious.
Look, somebody is robbing the store.
Pop, hold it right there.
What happened, Bob?
Well, there was a scuffle and there was a scuffle and they tried to make a break for it. So I knew they wouldn't get far without the use of legs, so I put a bullet in one of them. That stopped them quick. But we got to get them to the hospital. Hey, where's my deputy?
Well, I guess him and old Trusty are all that trusty.
And when they started making a break for it, I knew I had to stop them. So I put a bullet in their leg. That stopped them quick.
Oh, my. Right here in our town?
I guess having some real news was just too much for her. And what happened to our deputy and his trusty firearm?
Well, Mayor, by the time I had everything under control, he'd gone off and left down the behind.
Well,
And old Trusty.
well, son.
I haven't seen hide nor hair from since.
Well, good job, son. Seems you're as good a deputy as this town could ask for. What do you say?
Golly, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
And Marshal, I'd like to thank you for protecting us all and keeping this town a safe place to live. I think this calls for a celebration. What do you think, Marshal? You think the old band would be up for playing for a celebration dance?
I reckon they would. Let's go get the equipment set up and we'll have a dance right here in town.
Sounds great.
Oh, we can help get word out about the dance. Oh, here. No. I'll tell you what you should do. If we get word first to Myrtle, she'd cover all of Muddy String in no time. And then we can send Jolene up Dana Street.
A dance. I know what you're thinking, and I'm one step ahead of you. Tonight's the night. We'll see who we ask to dance, and then we'll know for sure. All's fair in love and war.
Where are those girls? You'd think they'd be the first ones here.
They're getting pretty, Mom. Yes, they have to comb the hair just right.
I reckon they're gonna want to look their best.
Oh, how romantic. Isn't it romantic, Mom, to get all prettied up for a dance?
Romance is for the birds. Caca. Trinity Solario, romance for a nickel.
says otherwise.
I tell you what, as soon as she gets here, I'm gonna ask her to dance.
Well, you'll have to beat me to it. Would you like to dance?
Why, yes, Mr. Warren.
Gonna dance?
Why, yes, Mr. Warren. Would you look at that? Mr. Warren asked me to dance.
But this is Mr. Warren, and he asked me to dance.
Let me guess. This must be your Mr. Warren.
And this must be yours.
Well, isn't this a pretty kettle of fish?
You could slap me bald-headed or call me lefty.
Or maybe sweetheart.
I'm just glad I have the sweetest girl in town by my side.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I'd say we went to twice the trouble.
And got double